This man wrenched open the railing, slowly eased his body out of the balcony, and began to climb down. He was on the 35th floor. One wrong move, and he would surely be smashed to pieces. He was terrified, but he had been trapped in the 35th floor room for 10 days. He had tried every method to open the door, but none worked. He took out his phone to call for help, but it was dead. When he tried to charge it, he tripped the room's circuit breaker. He banged on things with an iron pot, but no one could hear him. He dragged a TV to the window and dropped it down, but the doorman below didn't notice. He grabbed cardboard and toothpaste, scrawled a plea for help, but the notes all landed on the roof. He had no other options. There was no water or food here, and he refused to wait around to die. He had to risk climbing out to save himself. He stepped cautiously onto the railing, inching downward, pausing every few steps to steady himself. But when he stretched his foot to feel for the next level, he jumped in shock. The floor below had no guardrail. He clung tightly to the railing. He had no strength or courage left to climb back up, so he hung from the railing with both hands, suspended hundreds of meters above the ground, trying to figure out his next move. Suddenly, he noticed his belt and had an idea. He unbuckled it, squatted down, wrapped his right arm around the railing, then tied the belt to the railing, gripping the other end tightly in his hand. Taking a deep breath, he tried to climb down slowly. But the distance was still too great, half a person's height short. With the belt as a safety line, he summoned the courage to let go, but even then, he was still a little short. He strained to stretch his toes, finally managing to stand, barely. He planted both feet on the guardrail, propped his hands against the ceiling to steady himself, and slowly inched toward the edge of the balcony. He nearly stepped into empty air, but luckily, he caught himself. At last, he reached the very edge and stepped onto the balcony. He tried to open the balcony door, only to find it locked. He felt utterly devastated. Enraged, he kicked the door, nearly tumbling off the balcony. He kicked it several more times, and by some luck, the door burst open. He approached the room door, opened it nervously, and finally escaped. He walked slowly down the stairs, weakened by the extreme stress and 10 days without food or water. In the end, he collapsed.